Alright, so this is kind of going to be one of those like 5 things I love and 5 things I hate about the my E38. And this one's going to be specifically to my E38 because I don't have any experiences with any other ones. So yeah, I have a 2001 740i M Sport and has 175,000 miles. I've owned it for about a month and a half, and in total I've only driven it about 7 days. And that's because there's been a leak that I've been trying to combat. So, the car runs perfectly fine, but it has a leak, which causes smoke, and I don't like driving a car with a leak that smokes, because I feel as if it's, I don't know, it's just a bad day. So, one thing I hate is the maintenance. The maintenance is pretty expensive because it's still, I forget how much he's MSRP'd for, but I believe it was somewhere around 75 grand. So you're still basically paying for maintenance for a $75,000 car. Not only that, but it's a BMW, so it's expensive regardless. So yeah, first thing I hate is maintaining the car. Another thing I hate is when you're driving the car, like, even in sport mode, there's like a dead section, like when you hit the pedal, the gas pedal. So it's like you'll be driving and then you want to speed up, like there's some hesitation. Like, that's just mainly because, you know, that's, I think this is what drive-by-wire or whatever, but that's just like how it is. Like, it doesn't open the intake like right away as you step on it. There's like a little bit of a delay and then it goes. And I know they make things like pedal commander and all that stuff to remedy that, which I may do if I keep the car. But yeah, the little bit of hesitation that you do when you're trying to, like, you know, get off the line and whatnot, or when you're driving and you just want to accelerate really quickly, you press the gas pedal, there's a split second, and then it goes. Another thing I hate about the car is the fact that inside of the car, like, you know, where you sit, let me see if I can do it when the car is off. Okay, so you can. This is a cassette player. There is also a CD thing, but it's in the back, which is, this is like a BMW thing. I know Mercedes do this too, because FU, but I think it's on this side. How do you do this again? Yeah. So this is a CD changer. It's in the back, which is kind of annoying. I actually didn't know that there was the CD player thingy until one day I was just exploring the car. But yeah, the CD changer is in the back, not in the front where the radio is. So yeah. And in typical BMW fashion, another thing I hate about this car is the cup holders. Why the hell would you put cup holders here? Like, the only thing you can really put in this thing is like a Red Bull, because, you know, it's just like right there. Like, look at, like, little things like my allergy medicine. It's really the only thing you can put there. It's kind of dumb. Why would you do that? Like, there's ample space here to do it where the phone is, and there's no like center console or anything. So it's just like kind of dumb. So I'll group this one together as the little center console thingy. It's not really too well made and thought out. Like, it's kind of dumb, and I don't like that. I'm gonna group these two things together, and one is the hood latch. It's basically on the kidney grill. This is not only because I have, you know, an aftermarket one, but the hood latch, like, you basically keep tugging on the kidney grill as you take it out. It's basically the same with this factory one, so it's like kind of annoying. Another thing I dislike is the way that you take off this cap. It's really weird, and you need big hands. I have really big hands, and it's still hard for me to press the button and like lift it up so it can get out of these little sockets. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty annoying to put it back on. May not be, but, you know, because BMW. So that's just how things go. The stuff in relation to the hood, like opening the cover and opening the hood, Very annoying. I do not like that. The last thing I hate about this car is personal to me, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people do like it. The hell, when did this thing get a crack? I don't think that was there before. Anyhow, the last thing I hate about this is the fact that it has these weird looking headlights. Like, I'm not a fan of them. I like the regular one that just is like rectangular and it just goes across. So if I do keep this car, I'm going to convert it to the pre-97 or pre-facelift, whatever the thing is called, because I really am not a fan of these headlights. And then especially when they have halos in it, which I do plan to install if I keep it, they do not look good to me. Like, I don't know, maybe because the car's silver or whatever, but actually no, not even, because the black one I was going to buy, I didn't like that either. So yeah, I don't like the headlights. I don't know, I feel as if it should have been the other way around, because this more so looks like an older style headlight than the older one. The older one, the face looks newer. So yeah, I don't like that. So yeah, those are the 5 things I basically dislike about this car. Like, this is a great car, don't get me wrong, besides the maintenance. It's horrible, but that's, again, just my personal car. But when it's driving, the car is great. There's just a little quirks and things that I'm just not a fan of. And they're usually down to personal preference, besides maintenance. Maintenance is universal. Nobody likes the maintenance on these cars. It's very expensive. So yeah. Now I'll get into the 5 things that I do like about this car. So one thing I do like, and I'll put some clips if I have any, is the way the car drives on the highway. This is really like a nice GT car. Like, you can take this car on super long drives. The gas mileage is not too terrible. Cruise control is perfectly fine. And I also believe that I have active cruise control. Like, it senses when the car gets close to another car and it slows itself down. I haven't tested it, and I'm kind of scared to test it, but it does have the symbol on the dash, so I believe it does have that feature. But yeah, cruising on the highway in this car is great, especially in sport mode. Like, although there is a hesitation that I mentioned from the last video, when you do step on it, you can go really fast. Because one time when I was in Mexico, I took this thing and it went about 125. So yeah, and it didn't really feel like anything. It was nice and stable, and it just cruised right down. I was really blowing down the Mexican highway at 125, and it felt great. Another thing I like about this car is the size. This is why I got it, and it makes for a great VIP car. And I'll probably throw some pictures of VIP 740s. This one is the shorter body, so it's not as long as the limousine version, but I love the size. And in comparison, you can see they're basically at the very, like, same point. So that's a 2016 Nissan Pathfinder, and as you can see, the 7 Series is, if not the same length, a little longer. So I like that. The size, it's great. And you know, if I'm chauffeuring people in the Shorty Sporty Land Yacht, they have nice space in the back too. And to continue on to the inside, another thing I really like about this car is the amenities that it has. Like this. Oh, it's already all the way out. But yeah, has a telescoping steering wheel, and it's all controlled by electric-y stuff. So yeah, I really do like the features that it has, and it does some pretty cool stuff like that, which you saw in the 5 things that I dislike. And you know, all this type of stuff, like it kind of like makes this thingy flat, so kind of, there we go, this, so when you close the vent, it makes it kind of like flush, which is cool. Like, I really like that. That makes the car just look so nice and neat, which I like, because I have a little bit of OCD, and you know, there's just a lot of cool stuff with this car. Another thing I like is the car phone. And my car phone, I think it should be on when the car's on. It works, but the car's not on, so I believe it's dead, because yeah. But yeah, I like the car phone. A car with a car phone is pretty sick. And it's unique to these because this one is the cell phone one and not like the brick car phone. So yeah, I like the fact that it has a working car phone. Granted, I'm pretty sure I could get service for it or something like if I activate it, but that's kind of dumb. I don't know why anybody would do that, and I'm pretty sure it's really expensive to turn on. So yeah. Another thing I like about the car so far is the sound. It sounds really nice and sophisticated. Like the German V8s, they have this sound to them. I can't really show you, but I like the sound. If anything, I'll try to put like a clip of how they sound. But stock, they're quiet but strong. They're fuerte. But yeah, it's like the sound is just like a nice hearty sound. And if it was working, I would rev it up for you, but I'm not going to do that because it'll just start to smoke everywhere since there's a leak. But yeah, take my word for it if you haven't heard one. Stock, they sound good. And if I keep the car, I'm going to do a cat delete and probably do some like a muffler delete or something. But mostly the cat delete because I was told that can give you like 20 to 30 horsepower off it. So that'd be cool. Now it's like the 5 things that I like about the car. There's a lot more, like it's more so goes back with the features thingy, but there's like power everything, like power lumbar and like, you know, adjustable you know, this thingy and this thingy. Like there's just so many nice features on the car. It's like really well done. Like this car is really nice, especially for a 2001. It has a lot more features than many other cars, like electric shades and a whole bunch of cool stuff. It has navigation. It has a lot of stuff. Like for a 2001, which was 18 years ago, it's really nice and a well-sorted car. And also like some, you know, honorable mention stuff is the M parallel wheels, 8.5 front, 9.5 rear. Also the Bilstein Sport struts, which make the car a little lower. I believe like 1/2 inch in the rear and 3/4 of an inch in the front. I like this stance of it because this is like basically stock, I believe. Like I believe this is what the sport one comes in stock, but this is like a new set and they cost like $1,200, which is crazy. You could have just got like some nice Fortunato or BC coilovers for that price. But yeah, that's one thing I do like, the stance of the car. It's like a really hardy kind of car. Like it's like with the length and everything, it's pretty cool. Like it's a nice big shorty sporty land yacht. Like that's really what it is. So yeah, I kind of told you the 5 things I like and dislike about the car. I did it all without like, you know, rehearsing anything because it was just unplanned and just like things that I could think off the top of my head. But yeah, it's a very spacious car. There's a whole bunch of storage space. Like you can put a lot. I've mentioned that before. So yeah, thanks for watching the video. This is just something to add because, you know, I can't really do anything because the car's broken. So, you know how that goes. And, you know, just to throw it in there, here's the E36 in the same spot that it's been. And I'm going to see if my boy is going to be around this week so we can start doing some work on it. Because I really miss this car. Like, I want to drive it so bad. Yeah, so I'll get to you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and drink water, mother.